Everything in our lives is meant to flow. We are powerful flowers or focusers of energy. We like to get energy moving very quickly through focusing upon specific tasks or goals or relationships in order to manifest the things we desire, because we do have this innate knowing that we are very powerful, creative beings, that our energy expressed in the form of our thoughts or our words is immensely powerful. We, as humankind, also have an understanding within the very core of our soul that we are intended to live lives of joy, love, connection, abundance, and total freedom of mind, body, and soul. And it's because of this innate knowing of what we are worthy of that we can experience so much pain. Because if we weren't aware of how abundant we deserve to be and that we innately are, we would not feel the pain of a lack of abundance, of poverty. If we weren't aware that we are intended to experience deep joy, overflowing joy and happiness that touches every area of our lives, then discomfort in the form of pessimism or negativity wouldn't feel uncomfortable to us at all. It is because our natural state is positivity, joy, love, freedom, wealth, that the negative states feel so uncomfortable to us. But why do these states feel so uncomfortable to the point of literally causing physical symptoms in our body? Just think about it. We call it heartbreak because when someone breaks our heart, metaphorically, we can often feel an aching in our body, our physical body, especially in the chest area. We may quite literally feel as though our heart is shattering within us. When we feel anxious about something, this can manifest as physical symptoms of nausea and sickness in the stomach area. It's evident from all of our personal experiences and what we understand collectively as a society that emotions, that negative emotional states can manifest within certain areas of the physical body. Within the esoteric realm, it has been said that the body is a reflection of the subconscious mind. And specifically, we can divide the energetic centers of the body into 7 main parts, which we traditionally refer to as the chakras. When we feel these uncomfortable sensations in our body as a result of fear, anxiety, heartache, what we are actually feeling is a physical manifestation of energy, and more specifically, energy that is trying to flow within our being, that is getting stuck within one of these main energetic centers, the chakras, because of metaphorical walls we have built within that particular chakra. Just as water flowing through a powerful river can be stopped up by a dam, and it can build up and up and up, building more and more pressure on that dam. You could think of the energy flowing naturally within our beings, like a river. And just like that river in the illustration, it is a very powerful river because, like I said in the beginning, we are incredibly powerful creators. If we weren't so powerful, this energy wouldn't be flowing so quickly. And if it weren't flowing so quickly, it wouldn't feel so uncomfortable when we put up these negative walls in the form of our own negative subconscious thoughts. Energy wants to flow. And when we prevent this natural flow of energy, in other words, when we do something to cut us off from one of our natural states mentioned in the beginning, when we unnaturally block ourselves from abundance, from freedom, from connection, from joy, we will feel it. Not only will we see it in the ways it plays out in our lives through the form of manifestations of things we don't want, but we will feel it in our physical bodies because we are able to feel and sense energy, not just external energy, but our own internal energies as well. We can feel when we are stopping up the flow of that energy in some way. And when this occurs, we refer to it as a chakra block or a blockage, which again, I feel it's very important to understand when we talk about the chakras, when we talk about the energetic body. Think of it as a physical representation of the subconscious mind. Think of your thoughts, the thoughts in your unconscious, the thoughts that play on a habit loop within your mind over and over again in patterns. Think of those thoughts as being stored in very literal spaces within your body, within these 7 chakras. When energy gets stopped up in some way through these walls of detrimental belief systems, belief patterns, ways in which our subconscious has been negatively programmed, either by ourselves or by the people around us, even by a family. Within even our family system, certain negative belief patterns are passed on from one generation to the next in the form of genetic programming of the mind. We could even refer to these as a sort of generational curse that needs to be broken in order to set a new pattern, not only for ourselves, but for all future generations within our family to come. When energy is slowed down within us due to these chakra blockages, these blockages of negative subconscious thought, it actually does even more than affect physical areas of our body. Just like that river being stopped by a dam, when we have multiple dams in our energy body, the river doesn't flow as quickly. And for us, this means the energy isn't moving as quickly. What many people don't realize is that when it comes to manifesting, to effectively using the law of attraction, it requires us to raise our energy to a very high rate of frequency. And in order to do this, we must get energy circulating through our body very quickly, meaning that it must be able to easily pass through all of the 7 chakras. So you can only imagine what happens when we are blocking off this flow of energy, either in one chakra or in several. It becomes very difficult for us to get that energy circulating fast enough, raising our vibration high enough in order to manifest our desires. Essentially, our energy becomes demagnetized. It slows down. This is why even one major chakra blockage can keep us in a very low vibrational state overall. When we have one major blockage, it can cause us to never raise our energy high enough to fully experience the higher estates of love, joy, happiness, connection. Instead, we can remain feeling stuck in the lower energies in depression, fear, anxiety, jealousy, loneliness. And this could all be an effect of even one major blockage within one of the chakras. Because again, although we can conceptualize different forms of negative thinking related to different areas of our life as coming from certain specific chakras, they are all also very interconnected. We are one energy body. When the energy slows down or gets stuck in one particular energy center, it affects the way the energy moves and how quickly it moves on the whole. But there's good news on the other side of this. This also means that when we can identify one major chakra blockage, one way in which we are energetically blocking ourselves, and find a way to release it or remove it, we now have the ability to very quickly raise the vibration of our entire being and manifest in all areas of our life, not just that specific area. An example of this is oftentimes when we open our heart to love with a new person. When a new person comes into our lives and causes our heart to open with love and admiration, causes love energy to flow very freely through our heart chakra. This causes the energy to move more quickly through our entire energy body, and therefore it causes our vibration to very naturally raise to a higher level. As a result of this, as a result of vibrating at a higher frequency, we may find that as a result of being in that relationship with that person, clearing away those heart chakra blockages, we begin to manifest positive changes in all areas of our lives. This is also why when you feel as though one area of your life is going really well and you're very focused upon that area, whatever it is, it can feel as though every area of your life begins to improve. We can consciously use this knowledge in order to identify our greatest blockages, the areas of our life in which we feel the most stuck within the subconscious mind, manifesting through that particular connected chakra in the energy body. And we can release this blockage in order to manifest in all areas of our life to enhance our creative power in all ways. So how can we know that we have a chakra blockage? One way to know is if you feel stuck in one or more areas of your life. We are naturally designed to experience the very best of life. This is why we are capable of having desires in the first place. These desires are visions of what it is possible for us to create. But we can only achieve these visions if we can energetically align with them, which is very difficult for us to do if we have a particular chakra blockage standing in the way of us and these higher vibrational states. So if you're trying all of these law of attraction techniques, meditating, visualizing, making affirmations, and you just continue to feel stuck, again, this is a very good sign you have a certain chakra blockage. Also, if you find that a certain pattern plays out over and over again in a negative way, in an undesired way, but you feel almost powerless to change it, this is a sign that you have a subconscious pattern of thought manifesting itself in the form of a particular chakra blockage. This is why it can feel as though you're coming up against a wall every time you set about to try to change or shift that pattern consciously, because it's not happening in the conscious mind. It's stuck within your energy body because it has been going on and playing out for so long within the subconscious mind. It has quite literally manifested itself, gotten itself stuck within your energy field. This is also why I am so passionate about subliminal affirmations tracks, because subliminals are by nature designed to bypass the conscious filter of the mind, which really is like the gatekeeper of the mind. It protects the subconscious mind from being impressed, from having impressions made upon it, from being changed. Subliminals are positive affirmations embedded within other meditation sounds and binaural beat frequencies. And the result of this is that the positive affirmations are able to reach your subconscious mind without being heard, comprehended by the conscious mind. I have created a 7-chakra clearing subliminal. This subliminal contains 7 powerful binaural beat frequencies, and each frequency resonates with a particular chakra, a certain energetic center in the body, in order to retune that chakra to its natural state. This subliminal also has about 100 positive, unconscious affirmations embedded within it. There are approximately 10 to 15 affirmations that I created myself that are directed at each of these energy centers, each of the chakras. So this really has a double effect because you are experiencing the effect from the binaural beat frequencies as well as the positive subliminal messages. This is available in 4 different background meditation sounds: music, rain, ocean waves, and white noise. And you can try it out completely free for 7 days when you create an account on my website, Sound and Soulful. The link to that will be in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. Consider this video like an introduction to all of the 7 chakras, how we can know whether we are experiencing a blockage, and how they all fit together to affect not only our lives and our bodies physically, but also in affecting our overall energy, mood, and the things that manifest in our lives. I'm going to create an entire chakra series in which, for each video, I will be focusing on a different energetic center, a different chakra, and doing a deep dive into how to know whether you are experiencing blockages in this particular chakra and how to go about healing it. For each of these chakras, I will also be creating a different subliminal. These will be part of my library of over 100 subliminals, and all of them will be accessible to members just as part of your monthly membership plan. So those of you who are listening who are members, thank you for supporting my work and my channel as a member on my website. And as I release these chakra videos, you will have automatic access to all of the new subliminals posted. I believe that one of the best things we can do for ourselves is to begin to participate in our own self-healing. So often we search endlessly for external solutions. We want someone to tell us what we need to change and how to change it, or we sometimes even want others or other things to change it for us. But true deep healing begins when we truly take a close inventory and self-analysis of our own shadow self. This is sometimes referred to as shadow work, truly coming face to face with what is keeping us stuck, what is holding us back, and finding ways to release those blockages on our own, finding ways to self-soothe, to prioritize our own self-care, to allow ourselves to immerse in our own love and our powerful healing energies that we have the ability to direct inward on ourselves. The last thing I want you to understand about chakras before I do a brief overview of all 7 chakras is to understand that the nature of chakras and the energy flowing through them is very cyclical in both directions. And what I mean by that is it has the ability to pick up momentum, whether in a positive direction or a negative direction. So if one chakra is blocked, The others tend to become overworked or to try to overcompensate for the malfunction within one chakra. So one being out of balance can cause the whole energy body to become out of balance. In the other way, healing one chakra, resolving blockages in one chakra, can powerfully release tension within the other chakras in the body as well. So this is a very rewarding work to begin participating in along your own path, your own spiritual journey through this life. If you want to become a more conscious creator and powerful manifester of your reality. Now, before I close this introductory chakra video, I do want to discuss or give a brief overview of all 7 chakras, what each represents, and a few thoughts on each one. And again, this will be very brief because I'm going to do a much deeper look at each chakra in future videos. I'm going to begin at the very bottom and work my way up. The first chakra is the root chakra. This is located at the base of the spine and is usually represented by the color red. This chakra is the storehouse of safety, stability, security. You could think of this as the foundation for everything in your life. When you have a bad foundation, an unbalanced foundation, everything in your life will be unstable. So you will be able to recognize a root chakra imbalance because you will have very scattered energies, anxiety, and even feelings of fear coming from a lack of stability. The second chakra is the sacral chakra, represented by the color orange. It is located directly below the navel and represents creativity and intimacy. When it is imbalanced, you will find it very difficult to express yourself creatively, to be creative. That creative energy just won't flow. You will also feel very emotionally isolated within your relationships, especially your intimate relationships. You will find yourself either withholding intimacy or attracting relationships in which intimacy is withheld from you. The third chakra is the solar plexus chakra, represented by the color yellow. This is located below the chest in sort of the stomach, upper stomach area, and is connected to self-esteem, pleasure, willpower, and personal responsibility. So when it is out of balance, you will find yourself really lacking self-confidence. And as a result of this lack of self-confidence, you will have a natural tendency to manipulate the circumstances of your life and of your relationships. You will have an insatiable desire for control because you will always feel out of control as a result of your low self-esteem. You will also misuse power whenever you do attract it into your life. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra, represented by the color green. It is located in the center of the chest and is related to love, not just external love, but self-love. As a result, of course, it governs all of your relationships, both romantic and platonic. When the heart chakra is imbalanced, you will naturally find yourself stuck in states of depression. Negative patterns will play out within your relationship, and you will find it very difficult to motivate yourself into actions because you will lack that self-love that allows for self-discipline in the form of persistence and taking action toward your goals. The fifth chakra is the throat chakra, which is obviously located in the throat area at the center of the neck. It's usually depicted by the color blue and is connected with your ability to speak and communicate not only clearly but also effectively and authentically with other people, to express your truth. When it is imbalanced, you will feel incredibly shy, unable to fully express yourself, lacking a sense of authenticity with other people, and as a result, you will be very socially withdrawn. This can manifest in two different ways in people as well. Sometimes they try to overcompensate by becoming very arrogant, and other times they become very anxious, especially having social anxiety in social settings. The sixth chakra is the third eye chakra, represented by the color purple. It is located at the center of the forehead and is connected with intuition, foresight, and imagination. Naturally, when this chakra is out of balance, one will have difficulty hearing their own intuition, and as a result, they will feel as though their life lacks a sense of direction or clarity. And finally, the seventh chakra is the crown chakra, represented by the color violet. It is located at the top of the head, extending out above the head, and is connected with higher consciousness and a connection to the divine, both the divinity within and divine forces of the universe. When this chakra is imbalanced, you will be very close-minded, especially when it comes to spiritual concepts and ideas. You will also find yourself being very cynical about life and existence in general because you are so disconnected from spirit, from the divine. So I know this video is getting a bit long, but I really wanted to give a very thorough introduction to those of you interested in the chakras and how they can affect every area of your life. Do let me know in the comments below. Do you feel as though you have any particular chakra imbalances? Which video would you be most interested to hear more information about? Which chakra really interests you the most? And have you ever felt as though a chakra blockage has played out in a negative way in your life? I always say in this community, love is catching like wildfire. I am so grateful to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for sharing, and not just sharing, but also co-creating this space here on YouTube with me. If you haven't yet subscribed and I did resonate with you, please subscribe to this channel. Join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.